Howdy everybody, Michael Mass here. Welcome to When Can We Do This Again? Your tips, tricks, reviews, previews, all things good, maybe not so good. If you're planning a trip to Walt Disney World, you're going to want to tune in here to get all your hacks, all the things that will save you time, money, all of those type of tips right here. If this is your first time on the channel, hit that subscribe button down there. Right there. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get started. This week on When Can We Do This Again, we're going to talk about how to avoid the crowds once you're at Walt Disney World. How to get around being there on the busiest days, how to be in line a lot shorter, all of that good stuff. But first, as always, if you have any great tips that I don't recommend or that you haven't heard yet, put them down below so that we can help the community out with their vacations, with standing in line a lot shorter, standing in line a lot shorter, and helping everybody out when it comes to planning their Walt Disney World trips. Let's get started. The first tip that I'm going to recommend here is get there early, guys. Get to Walt Disney World early. Get to Magic Kingdom early, get to Epcot, get to Hollywood Studios. Any of the parks, get up early, go there. If you get into a park in the first 3 hours of the day are the least busy time of the day. No one wants to get up early. No one wants to get up early on vacation and go to the parks. But if you do this, you're going to get so much more out of it. I do remember times that I've been in the parks right at rope drop, and I've got between 8 and 10 rides done before noon, which is a lot. Now, some of that's with Fast Pass, some of that's without, but 8 to 10 rides before noon is ridiculous. So the first tip is get up early. The second tip is going to be stay late. Now, get up early and stay late, that's a long day. Take a nap in between. Go back to the room between noon and 4 when the parks are going to be the hottest and the most crowded, and enjoy a little nap. Go back and enjoy the rest of the night at the parks. Now, this is obviously going to depend on the park and how late they are open. But let's just say you're going to Magic Kingdom and they open at 9 in the morning. You stay till noon, 1 o'clock. You go back, take a nap, eat lunch. You're out of the parks during the busiest time, and you come back at night, and they're open for 2 more hours after the fireworks. Now, this doesn't happen all the time, but if it is happening, guess what? That 2 hours after the fireworks is less busy. What a surprise. Everybody leaves right after the fireworks, and guess what? You get the max enjoyment out of the last couple hours a day. There were plenty of times in the last couple hours, and I think this is actually, if you go back, and I'll link the video up here, when I went with my mom, we showed back up at Magic Kingdom with like 2 hours left, and I think we rode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I think we rode 6 or 7 rides in the last 2 hours. Wow, like that is bang for the buck. So if you show up early and come back late, guess what? Sandwich those in between. You probably could get like 20 rides in a day, depending on the park, depending on what's going on. But like, let's just say Magic Kingdom, you get 20 rides in. Guess what? Someone who showed up at 11 and is there till 9 probably didn't get 20 rides in that day. They probably got like 12, depending on Fast Passes and how they plan their trip and meals and everything. Guess what? You're gonna get much more out of your day if you get early, stay late. That's the best thing. The third tip here, the third tip that I'm gonna give you when it comes to avoiding lines is Fast Pass. This is quite simple. Book your Fast Passes. Now, there are different theories to Fast Passes. Some say book those 3 Fast Passes as early and as quick as you can so you can get nonstop rotating Fast Passes the rest of the day. Well, what if you get there early and you got all these rides early and you don't have to worry about Fast Passes for the first like 2 to 3 hours of the day until business picks up? You can book those Fast Passes in the afternoon, like 11 to noon and 1, still be able to get back to the room for that nap I was talking about. I love me some naps. Love me some naps, and get back, like you can still like Fast Pass the rides during the busiest time of the day so that you don't have to worry about it. And once you're done with that, you can book your Fast Passes for later in the day, especially if you're coming back to do that late night thing. Now, let's just say you're going to take all the tips and not take the nap tip, which, why would you not take a nap? Please tell me why you're not taking naps. But let's just say you want to make a full day out of it. You're going to get up at 9 and you're going to be at the parks till 11. Middle of the day, it is packed and busy and so much going on. How do you avoid the lines at this time? You go to the shows. Let's just, once again, for sake of discussion, go to the Magic Kingdom. Go to Carousel of Progress. Go to Mickey's PhilharMagic. Go to the Hall of Presidents. Go to all of those shows middle of the day. That's going to keep you out of the heat and keep you out of the lines. Everybody goes into the show. You get to enjoy it. You get to stay off your feet. You get to relax a little bit and chill. And you know what? You might just get that nap that I'm talking about, because there's plenty of times that I've taken naps on those shows. Next up, when it comes to the tips, where are we at? 4 or 5? 5, 5, 5, high five. High five. The last tip here that I'm going to give you is to go to the park that doesn't have extra magic hours. Now you're saying, but I don't have a park hopper and I want to get the extra magic hours in. This is where the conundrum comes up. If you have a park hopper or an annual pass, go to the park with no extra magic hours on that day. The parks with extra magic hours are going to have a lot more people attending on that given day because people want to take advantage of the extra magic hours. Now, I don't really know like the offset, like if you go to this park and you don't have a park hopper and it's a slow day or not an extra magic hour days versus how much more you're gonna get out of this. I just know you're gonna hit the crowds in the extra magic hour park. So if you have the park hopper, this is the way to take advantage of that, is you start your day or finish your day in the extra magic hours park and spend the rest of the day in the slower park that the lines are not going to be that active in. Well, that is just going to be about it for this week's When Can We Do This Again? I hope I've helped you save some time by not standing in lines on your next Walt Disney World trip. If you have any tips or tricks that I haven't mentioned here, please mention them down below in the comment box to help everybody else in the community out and make all of our collective Walt Disney World trips and experiences and adventures so much more magical. If this is your first time on the channel, like I said earlier, hit the subscribe button. And if you like this video, heck, if you loved it, if you just think this video is amazing, hit the like button down below, guys. I think that's going to be it for this week, and I hope you have had a magical day. I'm going to get out of here. Hope to see you again so we can do this again.